Hi and welcome to Strengthen with Sarah. Today we're going to do a magic circle themed workout and it's going to be targeting your abs. So you're going to really feel it in your abs by the end of this short but sweet video. So grab hold of your ring or magic circle and we're going to start lying down on your back. So just heading there as easily and as comfortably as you can. Once you're there, take your cushions, so the kind of, I say cushions, they're not really cushions, the pads of that circle, and just pop it into your inner thighs, so just below your knees. Once it's there, we're going to interlace the fingers, so form like a basket shape, and take that basket behind your head. So head is supported, and then just relax your head down onto the floor. The elbows are nice and wide. Good. We're going to inhale here in through the nose. And then as you exhale out through the mouth, can you squeeze onto that ring? So the knees draw in towards each other. We squeeze onto that ring. You might start to feel your inner thighs. And then inhale, release and open. So the knees open out wide. The ring, squeeze is released. We go again. Exhale, squeeze onto that ring. Changing its shape. And inhale, release it. Good. 2 more times here. Exhale, squeeze onto that ring. Changing its shape as much as you can. And inhale, open. Last time. Exhale, squeeze onto that ring. And inhale, open. Good. We're going to add on to that. So this time we inhale in through the nose. As you exhale out through the mouth, do the same thing with the ring, but can you curl up? So the head and the upper back lifts away from the floor. Squeeze onto that ring. And then inhale, lower everything. So release the ring and lower the head and upper back down. And again, exhale, curl up and squeeze onto that ring. And then release. Good. 3 more here, just like that. Curling up, squeezing the ring. And lower. Last 2. I've got a fly right near me. Curl up. And lower. Good. 1 more time here. Can we curl up and hold this position? Really squeeze onto that ring. Hold. We're going to stay curled up. We're just going to open the ring and close the ring. Open the ring and close the ring. I say close the ring. You're not really going to close it all the way. That's quite intense. But you just want to squeeze your knees in towards each other. So you're really changing that shape. It goes from a circle to like an oval. Good. Last 2. Open and squeeze. Last time we open and we squeeze and hold that squeeze. Stay curled up as much as you can. We're going to twist round towards the right hand side. So you find a twist, then come back to the center. We open the ring and squeeze onto the ring. Twist round to the left. Twist. Come back to the center. You open and you squeeze. Inner thighs are going to start to feel it too as we twist round to the right. Back to the center. You open the ring and you squeeze onto the ring. Twist round to the left as much as you can. Find a twist but stay lifted. Back to the center. You open the ring and you squeeze onto the ring. Round to the right. Good. Back to the center. You open the ring and you squeeze onto the ring. Round to the left. Twist, twist, twist. Stay curled up as much as you can. Come back to the center. Open the ring and squeeze onto the ring. You go for 1 more each side. So twist round to the right here. Stay curled up. Come back to the center. Open the ring and squeeze onto the ring 1 more time. We twist to the left. Twist round as much as you can, staying lifted. Back to the center and hold it here. So hold that squeeze onto the ring. We're just going to pulse it up and down for 10 and 9, 8, 7. So tiny crunch pulses for 4 and 3. Keep squeezing that ring. 2 and 1. And then release it back down. Good. So the head relaxes all the way back down. And you can grab hold of that ring. Just release it from your inner thighs and then just let your knees just rock side to side. Nice windscreen wiper here. I find that so hard to say. Windscreen wiper. Okay, awesome. So we're going to change the position with that ring. So can you take it around your ankles? So it's around the outer part of your leg instead. And then we're going to find a tabletop position. So a nice 90-degree bend with the legs. Feet are flexed here. We're going to take the hands up to the sky. So fingertips pointing long towards your ceiling. And then can you think about your t-shirt? Can you press all of your t-shirt down into the mat? So each part of your back is pressed into the floor. We're going to inhale in through the nose as you exhale out through the mouth. Can we curl up? But this time reach those fingers towards the end of your mat, so right in front of you. And then inhale, lower it back down. If that's too much, you can take your hands behind your head again. And again, exhale, curl up. And inhale to lower. Good. 3 more just like that. You're reaching towards the end of your mat and then lowering back down. Last 2. Curl up and lower. Awesome. Last one here. You curl up and you lower back down. Now, option, you stay there, or we're going to add on to this. So you curl up and stay here. Option, you send the legs forward, press out into that ring, bend the legs back in, find tabletop, and lower your head back down. Reach the arms up to the sky. And again, we curl up and you hold that curl. You reach the legs forward, press out into that ring, bend the legs back in, and lower your head back down. Good. We have 3 more just like that. Legs extend, they bend in, and you lower back down. Awesome. Last 2. Again, you can take your hands behind your head. You don't have to lower the legs really low to the floor. Find a position that works for you. Last one here, you curl up, you reach those legs long, you bend them in, and you lower your head back down. Good. Option, we come back to that position. So you curl up, you can stay here, or you can reach those legs long and you hold it here. Just hover those hands and just beat them up and down, up and down. Pilates 100. We're not going to do 100, but I want you to think about pressing out into that ring and beating the arms up and down, up and down. Good. We stay here for 10 and 9, 8. Keep that lower back pressed into the floor if you can for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Lower everything in and down. Good. Take that ring out from your ankles and just bringing yourself up to a seated position. Awesome. So one final little circuit for your abdominals here. Reach your hands forward. Find a nice straight back if you can. Okay, so sitting really tall. The palms of your hands are on the cushiony parts of that ring and your legs are bent here. We're going to inhale. As you exhale, we're going to start to tip backwards, allowing your spine to round. So find a half roll back and then come all the way in and restack all the way back up. Sit really tall. And again, exhale, we tip back, rounding your spine, find a C curve, and then come all the way back up and find that lift. Good. And again, roll back and come all the way back in. Last 2 here. Half roll back. So you're rolling back to that halfway point until you feel that shake through the abs and then lift all the way back up. One more time here. Rolling back and come all the way up, restack. Option, you take a little break or you come back to that half roll back and you hold it here. We're going to come back to a twist. So this time twisting round to the right and come back to the center. Good. Twist round to the left. So the ring is almost going to tap the floor and back to the center. Good. Round to the right and back to the center. Staying in that half roll back position. The ring goes left to right. Awesome. You have 4 more. 4 and center. Last 3. Twisting to the left and center. Final 2. Can you lean any further back? And 1. Good. Holding it in this half roll back. Keep your chin slightly lifted. Can you roll back any more? And we're just going to hold for 5 and 4, 3 and 2 and 1. Twist round to your right. We hold here for 5 and 4, 3 and 2 and 1. Go round to the left. We hold here for 5, looking at that ring. 4, 3 and 2 and 1. Come back to the center. We're going to pulse it out here for 5 and 4. Tiny pulses. 3 and 2 and 1. Twist round to the right. You've guessed it. 5 pulses. 5 and 4, 3 and 2 and 1. All the way around to the left. And again, pulse it here for 5 and 4. So just twisting and pulsing for 2 and 1. Come back to the center. Restack all the way back up and relax. So just diving forward over those legs. Maybe even taking that ring, loop it around your feet. And then from here, just rounding through the spine. Nice. And then find some extension. So lifting up and away, really open out through the chest. One more of each of them. So round your spine, looking towards your knees. And then finding a look upwards as you open through the chest. Good, and you can release it there. That was your magic circle core workout. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like and a comment. If you want to see more workouts like this, then give me a subscribe as well. I will see you very soon. Bye.